What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Random Things Podcast, episode 5. Coming back to have fun conversations with my homies here. And obviously, these two lovely gentlemen have decided to wear Easter Bunny suits. They did not pre-plan this. When Dan popped on last and he was also wearing a bunny suit, it was fucking crazy. I literally cannot believe. What are the chances that you two idiots would both be wearing deranged Easter Bunny suits?
Mine actually says it's a deranged Easter Bunny suit.
You look like a pink nightmare. So back again. I got we have the two Easter Bunnies, Mike Duggan, Dan Bagarella, and little green elf in the corner there, and John Ackerman.
Is that the elf on the shelf?
Yeah, he's Pringle with the red beard and everything. So.
Yes, Yukon Cornelius would be a better suiting person for me, but yes.
Oh, well, it seems you guys are well in the Christmas spirit, so that's good.
Sure.
How are you guys? Your Christmas shopping and everything all done, or at least getting there?
Completed.
Pretty much all done.
Pretty much all done.
I was told I had to figure out something that's like $15 to $20 for my dad, and I told my wife to just get him Taroni.
Ooh.
And she was
Dan,
like, $20 worth of Taroni, and I said, shit, yeah, fucking tooth fell out of his head today.
I don't even know what is Taroni. I don't even know what
Taroni is like an Italian nougat with almonds. And
you've made it. You made it before and brought it to hockey.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I made that.
Yeah, that shit was pretty good.
Yeah, my dad loves it.
Yeah, but if his teeth fell out of his head, it's probably because he bit into it and yanked one out, right?
No, he's lost. He's got so many fake teeth. I remember when I was in high school, there was one point where we were eating hot dogs and beans. Ooh. And when my mom would make hot dogs and beans, everybody would have buns except for my dad. He would just put 2 hot dogs on a plate and then cover it in baked beans.
Hell yeah.
And he had a big mouthful of baked beans, and then he just makes a face like this. And then pulls out a bridge of 3 teeth.
Oh, wow.
Eating fucking beans.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Teeth just fall out of his head all the time because they're all fake. So they just kind of dislodge and...
These pretty babies right here are fake too. All my front here. I had horrible teeth my whole life, and then I got a bridge when I was getting married because my wife's like, "You need nice wedding photos." And
yeah.
You're right. All right, cool.
Yeah, but they haven't fallen out of your head yet.
Not yet. No. Every time I go to the dentist, they come in and check them. I'm like, please tell me that they have not loosened or anything. And he's like, no, they're still good, man.
Good.
And I'm like, thank God. I'm like, I don't eat hard candies anymore. I don't eat anything that's gonna yank them out. So
no caramel.
Dude, caramel apples? Never will I have one. I can't have that happen. It'd be too embarrassing. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to see me go to like COVID lockdown fucking mask real quick if I lose my teeth. So.
You're a mouthpiece.
Yeah. A mouth guard.
Yeah.
Oh, look at my teeth.
I used to play like in my early 20s. When I played hockey, I had a visor for a while, and then I got the new teeth. I went right back to the cage. I'm like, no fucking way. I'm like, I spent a lot of money on these puppies. I'm not having any even knock this shit out. But
and you know they would.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go with an off the top here, guys. This is a good one. So I'll preface this by saying, I know that like for like a while there was that Roman Empire like thing going around. Like, how often do you think about Roman empires? And like, a lot of guys were like, a lot.
Always.
Like that.
Always.
I feel like I saw this on Facebook and people were kind of setting it up like this might be that sort of a question. So what do you guys think about this? Nearly half of men think they can safely land a plane in an emergency, a survey finds. So I don't know about you guys, but I think that I could put the plane on the ground, but everybody would be dead. That's just me.
So I actually saw this article, and they were saying that one guy, he hopped into the cockpit and radioed to the tower, and thankfully the guy who he was talking to was a pilot instructor, and he just gave him simple instructions, and he put that baby down, no problem. So I 100% could land that. No problem.
So
pretty much
clear.
100%.
anyways. I just
We're not
need to
talking like
know
Cessna.
when
We're
to get the
like
landing gear and how
Cessna.
to fucking hit those wings, and then you're good.
What
Are we talking Cessna or 747?
is on that fucking thing?
Big old Boeing, baby.
Airbus A331
Give me one.
No fucking chance.
with 292 souls on board.
I feel like Denzel and doing that fucking thing upside down.
I'm gonna plant that thing like a dart into the ground.
I can
Not a
tell you
fucking
right now.
chance.
The second they make me grab the yoke, it's a yoke, yeah, that's what it's called.
Yep.
Yeah.
And they're like, point it down, and I'd be like, ah! I can't do it. I'm going up. I'm going straight
Yep.
up. I'm gonna go to space, and then you
Yeah.
guys can come and get us.
I'm going to space.
Oh man.
Not a chance. I don't think there's a chance in hell I could land it.
I definitely couldn't. I know for a fact that I'd freak out. I'd probably pass out before I even got the fucking thing even close.
I think about this too all the time, like during 9/11 and when the planes got like hijacked and stuff. There's 4 of us right now, and there's like 200 people on a plane. You're gonna tell me that 4 dudes with a fucking box cutter would take 4 of us down? No fucking chance. I still don't understand how that happened. I'm drop kicking fucking Musada right in the fucking throat.
Yeah, it is a little unbelievable, but I mean, I guess it depends who was on the plane, right? Because I never looked up like flight manifests for like what the actual passengers were.
I think they were going to LA.
It was just old ladies and babies.
That's
Oh,
it.
God.
But
Except
you're
for
right.
except for
Like,
United 93.
You'd think
That had a couple dudes in it.
Yeah.
you'd think like you'd be able to like rally the people to overtake the terrorists. You're right.
Yeah,
I mean, totally just
You're
got
massive
off.
people.
Yeah, no, that's Dan, did you think you could land the plane?
Well, in the scenario that Duggan was talking about, where like I had somebody at ATC telling me exactly what to do, I think there's like a 75% chance I could pull it off.
Hell yeah.
75.
75.
Hell yeah.
25% chance that we would all fucking die.
That's you guys have much higher expectations for yourselves in those scenarios. than I
But
do.
if I was on my own and it was like you have to land this plane, I'd be shit out
Yeah.
of luck. I'd be pushing all the buttons.
I'll be
pulling
Googling shit
things.
right off the bat. How to land plane.
Yeah, but then you'd have to go through the 20-minute intro from the person saying,
Yeah, I guess it also
"Well,
depends
you
on
know,
how far you
in
are away
certain
from
situations,
No.
you have to
Duggan,
land
you know what's
plane."
going to happen is you're going to be watching a YouTube video on how to do it as you're doing it, and then as it gets to the crucial part, it's going to be like a fucking ad for something
Yeah.
pops up. Fuck!
2 out of 3 ad. I'm like, what the fuck?
Right into the ground.
The plane is fucking. The plane's telling you it's like 25 feet,
Yeah.
15 feet, 10 feet, and you're like, "Fuck!"
Pull out.
Because you know at that point, you're coming in and you have to tip that nose up
Yeah.
so you land ass first.
Yeah.
And
See,
now you
that's the
don't know
part
how to
I
do
would be
that.
like, I don't remember that part. I'm just gonna sit there and go,
No.
Clunk.
Yeah.
See, that's because Duffy brought this up on Sunday in the locker room before our game, and I was like, I've been giving a lot of thought because I flew last week. I'm like, before whatever genius pilot was like, what if we landed back tires first? I feel like that would be a smoother landing. Every plane's just coming in, fucking putting those front tires down first, and then it's just like
Yeah.
every landing sucks. And then this guy's like, I'm gonna try back tires first, and like, well, you're not gonna be able to see where the fuck you're going. It's like, you'll see it soon enough. Whatever.
I'd rather
And then he
drag
pulled
the
it off, and
ass
everybody
than
was
drag
like,
the
that
front.
was smooth as shit.
Yeah. I was actually talking to somebody the other day about they're not from here, but they were flying into Logan. And that's probably one of the more crazier landing places because you fucking got to loop around, go over Gillette, and then when you come down, it's just like water. Where the fuck is the landing? And then just as soon as you get to the ground, you're like right there. You're like, Jesus Christ.
isn't
I haven't-
Chicago nutty too because of the wind?
Yeah. I
you
think
coming in
so.
at a goddamn angle.
Yep.
No.
Well, DCA Reagan's a tough one because if you're coming in from the north, the flight line lines up directly so you would fly over the White House,
Oh shit.
and that's no fly zone. So
Yeah.
you have to come in from the west and then make a friggin' hard bank turn to come in to the right and then land. So I mean, like you're flying, and all of a sudden you're just making a turn, and then you straighten out and you're on the ground.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Seems like a terrible place to build an airport.
They put a lot of thought into it because of where it's located. It juts out into the Potomac, so that way if they have to blast a plane out of the sky, there's a lot less collateral damage
Yep.
because everything, the debris field just falls into a river.
Right.
See, Danny, you got so much knowledge. I'm putting you up to 80.
Put me up to 80%
80.
80% to land the plane. Okay, I'll do that.
Jump just for your knowledge of airports.
Yep.
Yeah, I'd be fucked. I mean, I would ask for a water landing. Like I think if I had to,
Yeah.
I don't know why. I know we'd still
Dude,
die. I know we'd hit. I know
It's
we'd hit
just as
that.
bad.
I know that. But in my head, I'd be like, "There's a chance in the water."
Yeah.
Like maybe not for me.
Like-
I'm in the cockpit. I'm pretty much fucked. But maybe the baby in the back, like they'll float long enough, and the emergency services will be following us along enough that someone will
Yeah.
get out and save these people.
That, or if you like go into like a forest and you just have the trees slow you down.
Oof.
Death. That's like immediate death, dude.
Those are called living spears at that point. It's gonna.
Do you know that all the jet fuel is stored in the wings, and the second those things break off, you fucked.
Well, they got to be ignited.
Just a torpedo.
Yeah, and you
Yeah.
hit aluminum hitting a tree.
It's not gonna.
It
It's
depends-
sheer and
It
Fire
depends
night.
how wide the trees are, how big they are, and how fast you come in. If you catch them both at the same time, the fuselage will just launch straight away from the fucking wings as they're exploding.
along with the fucking people.
Yeah, the people,
Just
Look.
get sucked out the
That was a nice
sides.
field.
just a fucking rocket shooting through the fucking woods.
Well, I mean, if you're below 8,000 feet, you're not getting sucked out because the fuselage isn't pressurized at that point.
Yeah.
Let me ask you something, and this is related but unrelated. Where did you learn the word fuselage? Where's the first time you ever heard it?
My
Video
dad
game.
worked at GE.
Okay. The first time I ever heard that word was in Lost. The
Yeah,
show.
Really?
Yes. Like all of a sudden they're like, well, we're in the fuselage. And I'm like, that's what it's called.
I think I played a flight simulator when I was a kid.
No,
Hell yeah.
never heard of it. Never heard that word until I saw Lost. So, but
Did you watch
more
Lost,
you know.
Lost live, or did you say, I'm not into that Lost thing, and then you went back as an adult and watched it?
I watched Lost. Season 4 was about to start, and I got caught up. I bought the DVDs at Target for 1 through 3. I made a big commitment on something I'd never seen to get
Wow.
at that time. It was like they were like maybe $20 for each season. So, but it was like my wife and I started watching it. We're like, this show is fucking great, and then we got like all the way through to live for season 4, and we watched live every day from that point on.
Wow.
But it was a good time to be alive. Lots of questions about what was going on inside that hatch.
Mhm.
All right, that's enough of that open topic here. So we have 2 topics to talk about tonight.
I only knew about one.
Well, it's all right. You'll be able to make an educated guess at the second one. So
Okay.
I'm a little. I don't know which way we should go first because I feel like fuck it. We'll just do this one. We'll go this way. We're gonna go. This is the big question.
I'm
Fuck.
ready to fucking fire off.
The big question. It's a topic of discussion this time of year, and we really just need to tackle whether or not this is Die Hard a Christmas movie or not. So obviously, people are going to have strong opinions about this. I am hoping we are 50-50 so we can have a nice long talk about it. But yeah, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Dan, I'm going to start with you because you told me you were getting in a fight with your wife about this earlier.
And
this week.
I pose a question to you. What makes a Christmas movie a Christmas movie?
That went into my research, Danny. I'm glad you
Santa?
asked.
Magic? Santa magic? Reindeer? Do they
to
have to
me-
be there?
To me, and this is my full argument for against Die Hard. So I'll tell you right now, Die Hard's not a Christmas movie to me. And that is because I believe that a character, main character or family or whatever, needs to be changed from the beginning of the movie to the end of the movie due to the result of Christmas spirit being pushed in or infused into their journey.
Like Scrooged.
the Christmas spirit, Christmas time of year, whatever. The holiday needs to change the person for the better. Usually, in most cases, a Christmas movie by the end of the movie. And
that holiday changed John McClane.
No, it didn't. See, I don't think it did, because John McClane starts the movie as a douchebag cop, and he ends the movie as a douchebag cop.
But he apologizes to Holly Gennaro, saying, I'm sorry I didn't support you.
Listen, if there were not sequels to Die Hard to follow up on, check back in with the McClane family, see how they're doing, I would agree with you. If this is a one-off movie, maybe he did change.
Okay, so that is one of my points, is the fact that there's 6, 7 of these things, and only one of them takes place on Christmas.
That's not true, because Die Hard 2 takes place at Christmas too, but nobody says it's a Christmas movie.
Right.
But it doesn't matter, because John McClane does not end up with his wife. He becomes an estranged father to his children and goes about being a selfish prick the rest of his life.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, it doesn't stick, obviously. So the next question I have, I'm going to give you the plot of a movie, and you tell me if this is a Christmas movie. A family Christmas Eve party, wealthy family Christmas Eve party, and they hire a catering company, and the catering company is just a bunch of thugs that are led by a guy that's going to break into the house, kill all the private security, and try and steal $3 million out of their vault. But it just so happens that as this is happening, Santa Claus is up in the study drinking some Civil War era whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
And Santa Claus ends up being the guy that pretty much destroys all the bad guys and saves the family. Is that a Christmas movie? Because that is basically
Violent Night
110%. Because that's a combination of Santa Claus and Krampus.
and the little girl like wishes to Santa Claus for him to come and save her family. So that little girl's Christmas wish is answered. So there is a progression of Christmas spirit in that movie.
And then everybody believes at the end.
That's right.
But at the same time, you look at that and you say, this movie is basically Die Hard, but instead of John McClane, you have Santa Claus.
Right. And if John McClane became Santa Claus at the end of Die Hard, I would say it was a Christmas movie. Listen, I think that Die Hard is one of the best action movies of all time. And I think it's one of the best action. There's a couple of action movies that are set at Christmas. I think it is the best action movie set at Christmas out of it. Like Lethal Weapon 1 is also set at Christmas. It's got fucking Christmas trees. It's got Christmas music, everything. Riggs literally shows up on screen for the first time, like breaking up a drug heist at Christmas tree lot.
Like, Jingle bells are playing.
Nobody fucking thinks it's a Christmas movie, though. So
all right. So here's what I'll say. I see varying sides. It's a great movie, and what I do is I watch it once a year, and it's always the first movie I watch before I start watching Christmas movies. So I'll watch it sometime between Thanksgiving and December 1st, just to kind of wet the palate, get ready for the spirit of Christmas.
I'll tell you what, so this is again, I you know where I sit. I don't believe, for me, it doesn't fall into the same category as like classic Christmas movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I think that Fox was very smart 20 years ago when like Die Hard, was popular for like 10, 15 years after it came out in the 80s. And then, it started waning a little bit, and they started marketing it as a Christmas movie post like its actual release. And that is very smart, because now it's become such a thing that everybody watches Die Hard once a year at Christmas. So I will agree that while I don't think it is a Christmas movie for me, I think it's a genius play on Fox's part to have started to market it that way,
And lastly, you have to jump back to the Comedy Central roast of Bruce Willis, where he straight up said Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. It's a Bruce Willis movie.
Yeah, but you know what? He has dementia, so who knows if we can really follow what he said.
Yeah, he may not have known he was there.
That's right. Sorry, we were doing a lot of talking. Duggan, what do you think about this? Are you on? You think it's a Christmas movie or not?
So I did, like I said, in the green room, I did some research, and along with what Danny said, usually a Christmas movie the things that take place in the movie are only happening because it's Christmas. So, in other words, that the plot wouldn't happen otherwise unless it was Christmas. So, going on to Die Hard, McClane was only in town because it was Christmas. The Hans Gruber went to the tower because they were having a Christmas party, and everyone was off their guard because it was Christmas. So, that being said, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
The two buddies, of course, you guys agree. You collude me. So listen, I know it does tie into the plot, right? But John McClane, first of all, says he's going to meet with his wife because it's like they're thinking about getting divorced. Like they're on raw. He's going there to make up with his wife, right? It's the last chance to make up with his wife. I think you could have set this movie anywhere and the plot would have fallen out the same. Like if this was set,
it's kind of true, except again, Hans Gruber was only going for that tower because they were having a Christmas party and everybody was off guard.
Right, but if they set this at the 4th of July, where again everybody would have been away for a weekend, and he still could have accessed the tower with less security, and they were having a 4th of July party or something, the party being a Christmas party obviously is written in well enough that it makes sense for the movie, and there are lights and Christmas, and there are Christmas jokes thrown in, there's Christmas music thrown in. I get it. I'm just saying that to me, I think the actual plot of the movie as bad guys trying to get something, one hero cop stepping up to kill bad guys. That's the real plot of the movie. I mean, so I don't know. That's just my 2 cents on that. I think Die Hard could have been set at any big holiday where people are away for weekends, and it would have unfolded the exact same way.
Labor Day weekend.
Because it really has to do with they wanted to rob that place because of the party, but I don't know many offices that have 4th of July party, maybe Thanksgiving, but I think that they were so lackluster because it was Christmas that gave them the edge.
Yeah.
Could have been a New Year's party.
It could have been a Chinese New Year's party. It is not.
Whoa!
Right?
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah.
Hey, Merry Christmas!
Yeah, no, I don't see if there was like a line of dialogue where John McClane was like, even one line of dialogue where John McClane was like, the guy's on the phone, like, I'm gonna shoot these fucking people if you don't get down here, and he like just looks at the camera and he's like, not on Christmas. Like, or something like that, like right. I have to save these people. Nobody deserves to be killed by terrorists at Christmas,
And
like
McClane also
dialogue like that.
McClane also does something too where he gets a gun and he goes fucking ho ho ho, some shit like that.
Yeah. He writes it on the terrorist. He kills it. He takes the machine gun, writes ho ho ho. Now I have a machine gun. Yes.
Yep.
That is again. Yes. That's in there. So I understand it. I understand the why people like to do it this way. But if it wasn't marketed this way, like recently, would you guys all have thought that was a Christmas movie if nobody had ever said it?
Again, watching it, you have to kind of decide for yourself.
Like, I watched it a ton as a kid, and I never thought it was a Christmas movie until people started saying it's the greatest Christmas movie of all time. Can we at least agree before we get any further, with John's points, that it's not the greatest Christmas movie of all time?
No, absolutely not.
No.
Okay. Good. That's good.
So real quick question. When was Die Hard released?
It was June 1987.
June. All right.
Mm-hmm. Or July. Might have been July. But it was in the summer.
I find that so weird because, like, think of like a movie like Hocus Pocus. Halloween movie, right?
Yeah, when did Hocus Pocus come out?
July.
Yeah,
July 1993. What a random...
Well, were they wait? Were they going to be competing with the other Tim Burton helmed or backed movie, Nightmare Before Christmas, that year?
I don't know.
Oh yeah,
that might have been Disney being like,
decision, yeah.
That might have been Disney being like, we can't do 2 fucking Halloween movies at the same time. But all right, John.
I mean, listen, I was on these guys' side for the longest time, and Kevin convinced me that this is not a Christmas movie. It's not, right? You could put this movie at any other time during the year. In fact, let's put it at Easter, right? They go ahead, they have an Easter egg hunt at the goddamn place. Well, you can have that, right? And they goes ahead and they start murdering children. John McClane's a monster for not giving himself up immediately, right? He goes hippity hoppity, I got your property. That's the gun. That's the gun part, right?
Yep.
It is what it is, right? It's not. It's just. It's
Property,
not
I
one.
got your property.
You know,
Where are
I'm
my
just-
detonators?
you know, it's great that they got to rob it on like Christmas and everything else. But I mean, you could literally, I agree with Kevin. You could literally set this up just about on any other holiday, right? Halloween party, same thing. Go in, you rob the vault, and it could be put in any other holiday. I just don't think it's a Christmas movie, and I think it's criminal to think it is.
It's not. It's like, you know what would make me shift? Same plot, right? Same plot as Die Hard is right now. Would make me shift my viewpoint that it is a Christmas movie. If Hans Gruber was stealing money that was supposed to go, the plot to Home Alone 2, if he was stealing money that was supposed to go to kids' orphanage, that like at Christmas time, and fucking John McClane was like, not on my fucking watch.
Yep.
Like,
No, yeah, I can agree with that. Absolutely.
but he's just stealing like bonds, right?
Yeah.
Untraceable bearer bonds.
All right.
Hippity hoppity, I got your property.
It's so good. John and I have but we've talked about at work. This my plot for this movie that I want to write called Nundercover,
Nice.
which is about a nun going, or an agent going undercover as a nun at like it's basically Sister Act, but like she's literally like murdering fucking like bad guys.
It's the best action movie never made.
Who would be the nun?
I don't know. We haven't actually cast people for it, but like
Meryl Streep.
the one-liners we've written are so good. Like she stabs somebody, like breaks it in half. You know the old collections baskets you send across.
Yeah.
She snaps that fucking thing in half. It's like a spear. She rams it through a dude, basket all the way up to his chest, and she goes, "Today's collection, blood."
Pretty Tiffany Haddish.
And like, what is
The rosary one's fantastic too.
What's the rosary one? I can't remember.
Where she goes ahead and she uses it as like a rope and she say your prayers. She just throws
Oh, and somebody throws a knife at her, and she's got a fucking Bible in her fucking habit, and it gets caught in the thing, and then she runs around the corner, takes the book out, and goes, "Good book."
What if she took out somebody in a confessional booth and she slams it shut and she goes, "Today's confession, murder."
Yes.
Yes.
I swear to God, we've talked like anything you could think of. We've talked about at work. Like,
top
we
tier.
went off on it for like forever.
That's great.
What did he say? If there was one at the end with like the last one liner we were gonna come up with for like the end when she goes up against the bad guy, who's gonna be like the Pope or something? Like just
It should be Joe.
freaking Pope, and she was gonna fucking take him out and be like, it was like Jesus saves, I kill. Something like that. It was like so bad. Like, oh my God. Undercover though. Coming to a theater near you.
Nice.
2026.
That's an A24 movie.
Yes.
Oh my God. I swear to God, if I ever win the lottery and I have just total disposable income for whatever I want like that, I would 100% make a bad version of Undercover for like
Absolutely.
real cheap, even if I had all the money.
We're getting Nick Cage in there too to be one of the like
The
priests.
Pope, bro.
Yes.
Have the Pope.
That'd be excellent.
Okay, back to Die Hard. What's your favorite part of Die Hard? Like throughout the movie, like just in general. What's your go-to? Like, oh, this scene makes me fucking just mwah, every time I see it.
I always love the ending when he fucking drops that motherfucker and he's like,
Yeah, it's good. I personally love when he kills how he progressively keeps killing all these people and checking their shoe sizes because he's got no shoes on, and he's like, these fucking terrorists get shoes the size of my sisters. It's like, I love that. It's so funny.
There's two parts that I like. Number one is when Argyle crashes into the ambulance and then knocks Theo out.
Mhm.
And I also like when Sergeant Powell finally uses his gun and kills the tall blonde dancer guy
Yep.
that
Mhm.
should have been dead because he was hanging there for like
The
20
whole
minutes.
movie.
20
Yeah.
minutes, and then like the whole roof blows up, and he's like 2 feet away from that. But no, he's totally fine.
I mean, I do like the whole. I now have a machine gun. It's probably one of my favorite spots. So
One of my favorite goes to, I wish I had the guy's name. He's one of those that guys from the 80s. We're like, oh, that guy's in this movie.
Yep.
It's the Asian criminal or the Asian terrorist or whatever
Yeah.
who's in there. And
Yes.
he's holding up waiting for the fucking SWAT to come in, and he looks down and there's the fucking candy bar section in the lobby,
Oh my
and he
God.
fucking grabs a crunch bar and he starts eating it. It's the best.
He actually eats 2 candy bars. If you watch, he takes the crunch bar and he starts eating that, and then it goes back to him later, and he has a different candy bar that he's eating at
Incredible.
that point.
Incredible.
2.
This dude's waiting on SWAT to come storming into this building, and he's like, "Fuck it, you know what? There's candy here. I'm fucking hungry." Like that.
Speaking of eating stuff, this is totally on a different topic, but I just rewatched Reacher because the new season's coming out. And
excellent.
The whole fucking peach pie skit is fucking amazing. That is so funny. I can't believe that. I was dying laughing.
Just want
And
some
for
of that
those
peach
who
pie.
haven't seen it, basically what happens is the first episode, he goes into a diner and he tries to order the George's famous peach pie. It takes him like 3 times to get it, and only by the end of the season does he get a taste of it.
Does he even like it? I forget. Doesn't he
No,
like take a
he's like, it's all right.
Yeah, he's like,
That's all right.
It's mediocre at best.
That show's fantastic. That's like
Amazing.
probably. I couldn't believe how good that show was, and I was like, "Wow, this fucking show is like an '80s fucking action movie. Like,
Yeah.
it's very like, lots of one-liners and shit. It's so
oh
good.
yeah. Did you know that he tried out for American Idol?
Really?
He did.
Richardson?
Alan
Yeah,
Richardson?
Yeah. And he comes in looking like an Abercrombie kid. He's wearing the collar, the jeans with the sandals and stuff. Fucking hilarious.
Did he sing?
Yeah.
Obviously, that was a
He
stupid
sang
question.
for Paula. Paula was getting all hot and bothered, and Simon and Randy like left, and it was just like him and her.
Yeah.
Was it a
That's-
joke or did he actually
No,
try?
he was trying. He was like an okay singer, but yeah, that was where he first got on TV. And then
He played
obviously he did Blue Mountain State and stuff.
He did Aquaman for
Castle.
Smallville.
Yep.
That's interesting.
He did Hawk for Dove and Hawk in the Teen Titans show.
And now he's
Yeah,
doing
man.
Reacher. He's
He
also
definitely
in.
filled out.
He was Raphael in the live action Ninja Turtles
Yeah.
movie.
The newer one, right?
He did?
Or the old one.
Was he?
Yeah.
Not the new one, not the
Did he
animated
voice the
one.
character?
He voiced Raphael.
Mhm.
You talking
Not
about the one?
not the
Johnny
weird
Knoxville.
animated one that just came out.
Because I thought he was Leonardo, like in
No,
the
it's-
mocap, and then they didn't use his voice, and they ended up using Johnny Knoxville to voice over him. I thought it was like a big fucking like fuck you to that dude back then.
No, I'm pretty sure he was Raph.
It make more sense if he was Raph. So
Yeah.
'cause he was the bigger of all of them. So
Yeah.
he's fucking huge though. You see how big he got for Reacher season 2?
Holy shit.
I've never seen somebody that
Jacked.
big. Never seen somebody that big. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
He is on all the juice.
Oh yeah, baby.
But it's believable when he kicks that front of that car and the fucking airbags go off in the
Oh
trailer.
yeah.
It's incredible.
Dude,
Incredible.
the fucking in season 1 when he takes out the first 2 Spanish hitmen and he got to
Oh, yeah.
fucking fold his legs into the trunk. I was like, oh,
It's
Oh.
so good,
At least they were dead.
oh yeah,
dude. The
I
prison
like when he's
scene.
trying- I like we're just going on a Reacher tangent now. I like when he kills that one dude in the alleyway on the fucking the catwalk or whatever.
he's
And
hanging
he
him.
hangs him with the tie,
Yeah.
and then the guy goes, "Where were you?" He goes, "I got hung up."
Yeah, we were playing Hangman.
It's like, so good.
Dude, that initial prison bunk scene where he goes ahead and says, "You're in my bunk, fatso," and you didn't
Yeah.
ask permission.
Ah,
and you're like,
yeah.
"Oh shit!"
He
That
gives him
dude up.
so many elbows. Bop, bop, bop.
Dude, that guy is going to be eating soup through a straw.
Oh, come on now,
So-
baby. Come on, baby. Give me your shoes. Give me those new shoes, baby. I was
How
like,
about
oh
the
my
dude?
god.
How about the dude when he fucking when he's hiding out at the guy's like wicked nice house, and the hit squad comes, and he's just in the fucking bushes just watching.
Oh
and
yeah,
then he hits the guy and breaks his fucking neck on the fucking.
Oh.
Oh,
yeah. He
So good.
kills a bunch of people. It was awesome.
Dan, have you seen Reacher?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I just don't remember it.
Oh, how could you
Oh.
forget it?
Yeah.
I've seen so many things since I've seen Reacher. I think I might have to rewatch. I'm gonna give it, I want to say like 3 weeks after it releases, because
Yeah. So you can
I tend to be one of those people where it's like when they release one episode at a time, I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
I can't
do
wait
it.
anymore.
It's a good show. My wife she was watching it with me, and like she liked it, and then she fell off at like episode like 4 or 5. Like something
Oh.
happened. She was like, we can't watch it tonight or whatever. And then like she got caught up doing something else, and I'm like, I'm gonna keep watching it. Like I don't. I'm sorry. Like I have to. I have to know how this ends. I think she's a little mad at me that I didn't.
The
Maybe
fact
she'll get
that
into season 2. Maybe she'll get into season 2.
the fact that Alan and Tom Cruise play the same character is laughable to me.
Oh, I've had this
Well, what's
conversation
great
so
about
many
it is because
friggin'
this
times.
new one is based on the book, like how he was supposed to be. He was supposed to be a brick shithouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tom Cruise ruined it, but I love Tom Cruise anyways. But
The book basically describes his face as being angular and chiseled, like it was made by a blind sculptor.
yeah,
So I mean, like he's not supposed to be good looking, but he's just fucking massive
Yeah.
and muscular. And they're like, well, how about we have 5'6", 1 tooth in the middle, Tom Cruise play this guy.
One tooth in the middle.
One of the books shows
He's
him
got one big tooth.
as being like he's digging pools in Florida, like
Yep.
in the hot sun all day, and then like he's just tanned as shit, just chugging water. You're like Tom Cruise does not fit that description in the
Yeah.
slightest.
they were good movies though because of Tom Cruise, but it wasn't really the Reacher that I wanted, like Richardson is.
Yeah, I mean I'd call him mid tier, but yeah,
Like, doesn't Tom Cruise have a line in the movie where like a bunch of kids are around him, kind of like the scene in the parking lot where he's like he breaks
it's the
everybody's
exact
arm,
scene. It's the
except for that
exact scene.
except for that one dude, and he's like, well, you got to drive him to the emergency room or whatever. Like that scene is unbelievable if Tom Cruise did it.
I know.
Like,
The
I know.
massive difference between those two scenes, right, is that when Tom Cruise says that shit, I go, When Alan is going and saying that, I'm like, that is absolute menace in his face,
Yes.
right? That he's like, I'm about to fuck you up, something terrible, but not enough to kill you, just enough to hurt you real bad.
Yep. The best is when he always gives them countdowns. The first one he goes on 2, and then the second one he goes on 1.
oh man!
It's an awful lot of fertilizer, or no, cow feed.
Yeah. That's so
Well-
much coffee.
Thanks to our Reacher tangent here, I think we can all agree that Die Hard is not a Christmas movie. So moving on. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So ultimately, like I said, for me, my favorite Christmas movies are all about the Christmas spirit and people overcoming adversity with their families and being better for it. And for me, Die
Yeah.
Hard does not hit those boxes.
That is
I
a good
do-
explanation, though.
I love Die Hard though. Every time I say it, I feel like people come at me like, "You fucking piece of shit! You don't like
Yeah.
Die Hard? Why? Why do you think I don't like Die Hard? I love Die Hard. I just
Yeah.
don't think it's a Christmas movie." So, yeah. Any other thoughts on Die Hard, gentlemen?
Nope.
Great
No.
movie. Great Christmas
Good
movie.
movie, yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, we're
See,
gonna
John
move
just
on.
agreed with me that it was a great Christmas movie.
I said good movie. I said good movie. And it's
I said great movie, great Christmas movie, and you said, "Yup."
Yeah.
I didn't hear the second part.
Majority wins.
All right. Next topic here. This started. I'll give you some details after I pull it up, but this one's gonna be kind of fun. It is best/worst pizza styles and toppings. So this came up because I saw on Facebook the other day someone had a picture. It was a picture of like. I want to say they said it was like Pittsburgh style pizza, which I don't know if you've ever heard of that, and I don't think it's real. But to save time with how they had to get it to where they were going, they would just do like cheese or like they bake the crust and the sauce, and then to get it delivered on time, they would just dump like cold cheese and fucking toppings on and deliver it that way.
Gross.
I know it was a joke. I'm positive it was a joke, but it got me thinking. What are the like best and worst pizza styles, right? And right off the bat, my least favorite style that I've ever actually seen is Detroit style pizza, which is just crust, cheese, and sauce drizzled on top.
Yep.
That was until I saw this picture of Detroit style pizza where I said, that looks pretty fucking good. I mean,
Not
That's
bad.
not bad.
I know. If that's how all Detroit style pizza is, then maybe I'm wrong about it. But what do you guys think? What do you think? What do you think of the about Detroit style pizza?
If
Yeah.
it looks like that, sure.
I'd eat that pizza.
I'm not
Yeah.
a big fan of fucking sheet pizza. I hate how it's cut like fucking school pizza. I need a triangle.
So you don't like
Helios.
well, not Ilios. You don't like a
A French
call
bread pizza.
well, no, what's the fucking why can't I think of it? Sicilian style?
Sicilian, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were going to say
Chicago
beach.
deep dish is fucking gross.
The pizza of my people.
Connecticut's actually known for the Neapolitan pizza, so that's probably my favorite. Yeah, that shit's nasty.
I like a deep dish. I mean, I don't get it ever, but like every once in a while I've had one, and I don't mind a deep dish pizza.
Yeah,
Not-
I'm
not
not
a
down
fan.
with the reversal and they hammer it with the sauce. But like I said, Neapolitan, wow, delicious.
I don't know.
Oh
what that
baby,
is.
give me that.
That's a
Neapolitan.
margarita pizza.
Yeah,
I love it.
Neapolitan style. That's what it is.
Oh.
Give me all of that.
Come on,
Mm.
you're the big Italian guy, Dan. It's made
Yeah, I
in-
call it a margarita pizza.
made in
Margarita.
Napoli.
Sauce, fresh mozzarella cheese,
Mozzarella balls.
basil, fresh basil.
Neapolitan pizza is just pizza brought made in the same way they do it in Napoli. That's why
Naples.
that's what they call it. Yeah, Naples. What did I say? Napoli? Was it?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the Italian. That's the Italian word for it.
Yeah. Okay. And then obviously the classic that most places have is just the the New York style
Yeah,
kind of
New York's
like
good.
thin
But
crust.
it
That's-
can't be
that's
no
New York.
floppy dick. It's
But-
gotta have some fucking base to it.
You know what I gotta say is my hood fell off. Sometimes I'll get a pizza at a place I've never tried before, and it's a Greek crust.
Yep.
I'm not a big fan of the Greek crust. I like my pizza to have like those big tumors that grow around the crust,
Ooh,
the big
big old
bubbles. The Italian dough, the Greek dough, and it doesn't do it for me.
It's too airy. The
Yep.
Greek
Yeah.
dough. It's I don't I don't mind a Greek dough, but I despise a sweet sauce.
Yeah, no fucking chance.
It fucking like if I get a sweet sauce pizza, it destroys my esophagus
it's
immediately. It's like fucking somebody poured acid down my throat.
Ugh.
That's what happens. I can't do it. I know John loves sweet pizza.
It's been giving me heartburn lately, so I haven't been eating as much.
There's a place in Wilmington that does a sweet pizza for real friggin' cheap. I think it's like $5.99 for like a large sweet pizza. I can't remember the name of it though.
Jesus.
Cheese's
Yeah.
crust.
I mean, I do like a sweet sauce. I'm not gonna lie, but like, I mean, I go to. I mean, I used to go to Tripoli's all the time to get pizza, which is again, it's the pizza you absolutely hate, Kevin. But you think it's gross.
They have a sweet sauce. Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
so sweet that I would not be surprised if when they're making that, they're just squeezing fucking jelly onto the crust.
It's gonna be like a bag of sugar.
I don't know how anybody eats that pizza and thinks it's good. Tripoli's the fucking worst.
You just made a lot of enemies on the
I
next
don't
show.
give two shits. Come at me. It's
You
fucking
best not go over that border. They'll be waiting for you.
do it. It is so sweet. It is so sweet. I don't understand how anyone who likes pizza can be like, that's my fucking jam. It
Do you
is
like
your
Chris-
jam. It's
Do you like
jelly.
Christie's pizza better?
It's literally jelly.
Do you like Christie's better?
What's Christie's?
It's the other beach pizza that's down in Hampton. That is that's down there. It's it's not a sweet sauce that's on it, but it's pretty much the same thing, just not a sweet sauce.
No, I don't. I've never had it, so I can't tell you no. I said no right away, but
No.
no, but no, it's not a. I don't know. I can't do sweets. I can't do any kind of sweet sauce. There's a place right down the street from my house. We first moved in here called Mike's Pies, and I was like, oh, sick, a fucking pizza shop like right here, and all the reviews on it were like, this is fucking great, blah blah blah. And so we go in to get a pizza the first week we were here, and right on the as soon as I walk in, there's a sign that says "Home of the Sweet Pizza," and I'm like,
Oh,
fuck. I know I'm gonna hate this fucking place now. So I brought it home, and it's terrible. And my wife likes sweet pizza, so like,
yeah.
so every once in a while we have to get it. But like, I just
No, it's just not It's not
I
something
need a
that is-
robust sauce.
Exactly. You know, give me that fucking good old basil and tomato.
Mm.
Robusto Marana.
But I agree with you, Duggan. My favorite style is definitely this.
Give me all that.
I can work
It
with
is-
that.
It's so fucking good.
Absolutely.
That crust looks like it's just absolutely delicious.
Hell yeah.
Like
It's got substance to it.
Yeah,
That pizza was cooked in a brick oven that was made from the decaying ash bodies left behind from the explosion of Pompeii in 17.
yes, it was.
Fuck
It's
yeah,
got all the
baby.
flavor.
Mount
It's got all the ash.
Vesuvius. Yeah, they get all the ingredients from the volcanic rock on Mount Vesuvius.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just gonna say right now too. Is this a pizza cutter with the fuck? It's like a pair of scissors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a pizza cutter.
I've never seen that before in my life. It is fantastic.
Yep. Pizza shears.
I can't believe those exist.
I
I need to
wasn't
get
even aware
'em.
those a thing.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you could probably find them on Amazon now that Bed Bath & Beyond is defunct.
Ooh.
Is that where you think those people got that from Bed Bath & Beyond?
No, they got
Dark
them
Image.
from Paolo down the street in Roma.
What's the what do you get? Where do you go to like toppings for a pizza? What go to and least favorite if you're gonna like assemble a pizza? Duggan.
Mushroom and pepperoni.
Go
All right, I
to
guess Joe-
probably like bacon, pepperoni, hamburg, like a supreme pizza. That's probably like my go-to.
Yeah,
Duggan, I'm gonna blow your mind.
Least favorite, Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Not a fan.
Yeah, not a fan either.
I like the ingredients. I just don't like them together.
I don't like
I don't like ham.
pineapple mixed with the the marinara
Yeah.
sauce.
Yeah.
I think it's too acidic for me.
Yeah.
But I have had I made a barbecue chicken pizza with
Oh.
bacon and pineapple,
Yes.
and that was a fucking great pizza because it wasn't
Yeah.
as acidic either. The barbecue sauce kind of like complemented the pineapple.
Hell yeah.
That
Okay.
was delicious, but I wouldn't get that all the time either, though.
Yeah. We have a good they call it a Jack Daniel's pizza, and it's this like similar. It's got the barbecue sauce, onions, chicken, bacon,
Sign me up.
20-inch pizza. It's fucking slamming.
It sounds
Sign me
very
up.
good.
Duggan, I
Dan.
got one for you.
What you got, Tomate?
You do meatball,
Ooh.
garlic, and ricotta cheese.
Sign me up. Love it. Anything
I-
if you put ricotta on pizza, yes. All day long.
But you got to have the mozzarella too, and then you just have big old
Mozzarella
piles
cheese.
of ricotta just hanging out all over there, and some nice meatballs in there too.
You know what I want? I see this all the time in like Italy. They got a big old cheese wheel, and they light that bitch up and roll it around with pasta. Holy hell. That looks delicious.
Where do you sit on black olives? Because I hate them.
I love them. I'll eat them by the can.
I'll straight up do bacon, black olives, and pineapple on a single pizza all together.
Wow.
The
Rough.
sweet and the salty.
Yeah,
I don't-
Gross.
I don't mind olives. They're like flavorless to me.
Yep.
Essentially, like I don't pick up on their flavor enough to have it ruin a pizza.
It's just like salty.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't
Do
do
you
it.
like anchovies?
No,
No.
I've never tried them, but I can't imagine I would like them.
It's different. They're like
I'll
hairy.
do anchovies on a Caesar salad for sure.
Yeah.
Really?
Or Greek
Oh, yeah.
salad. Yeah.
There's
Ugh.
if a Caesar dressing is made correctly, it has anchovies in it.
Right.
Yeah, but I don't have to like physically see myself eating that fucking nasty ass canned fish.
Oh.
Canfish. It's delicious. It's the saltiest thing you'll ever have in your entire life.
It sounds
Nice.
terrible. For me, my favorite pizza that I think I've ever had, like order it from a place. There's a place in the Pizza Bar in Tewksbury,
Hell yeah.
and they have the smoked pig pizza. And I'm again, I never go for barbecue pizzas if I can like avoid it. I'm typically a marinara guy, but that pizza is so fucking good. It is barbecue pulled pork,
Oh.
with a barbecue sauce drizzle, chunks of fire roasted corn, and it's set over just big hunks of Gouda cheese.
Oh.
It is so goddamn good.
It is like crack. It is
Yeah,
so
I
good.
don't think that place makes a single bad pizza.
They don't. They had that Diablo one, which was like the hot cherry peppers with the pepperonis and the sausage or whatever. That was fucking steak tips. They were steak tips. That was like that was so fucking good too. But like as soon as I found that smoked pig one, I'm like, oh my god, I can't even go back to the Diablo anymore.
Yeah.
We've demolished that one every single time we've ever gotten it.
Might have to get
For
that
work.
again. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. But it's been a while since we've been to the pizza bar. But
Yeah.
Kevin doesn't want heartburn all weekend.
I did immediately. It's gonna get me on the way home. Crash
Small
the fuck up.
sacrifice. Small sacrifice.
And my least favorite, like I said, my least favorite pizza is anything with a sweet sauce. I just can't do it, man.
Yeah.
And
I
you ever
actually
gotten a
made
pizza? So you ever gotten it? Because pizza's pretty easy to like even like a meh pizza, you'll fucking devour. You know?
Yeah.
You ever gotten a pizza so bad you're like, I can't even fucking eat it? It's that
Oh, yeah.
gross.
It's called Papagino's. Fucking place is vile.
What?
That place is fucking vile.
That's where I always get my meatball ricotta garlic.
Yeah.
Fucking the worst goddamn pizza I've ever had.
Their dough is made locally every day, and
Yeah.
fucking I don't know.
I made a pizza the other day. It was a flatbread pizza. It had ricotta, Brussels sprouts, shrimp,
Brussels sprouts.
yeah, and garlic. And
Shrimps?
Yeah, it was fucking awesome.
Where'd you order this from, or did you make it
Made
at home?
Made it.
Okay. I was like, where the fuck are you finding a pizza place
Yeah.
that's putting shrimps on a fucking pizza?
Yep, shrimp, Brussels sprouts, ricotta, honey. Oh my god.
Oh, you know what? You know what's really good? Copper Door. Up this way.
Oh, in Salem?
There's one in Salem. There's one in
Yeah.
Bedford, New Hampshire.
Wow.
They have a pizza that has prosciutto,
Oh.
I think balsamic vinegar,
Oh.
maybe fresh mozzarella or ricotta on it.
Oh.
It's really good.
Hell yeah.
It's really good.
Oh.
You could even add some fig to that if you wanted to. Now I gotta look it up. I don't remember what the fuck is on it.
I got one like that I actually got one like that from the pizza bar, and it was actually my least favorite pizza I got from there. It wasn't prosciutto though. It was just it was like sliced tomatoes, balsamic with like the same cheese setup. And I just think I needed something. They were a little heavy handed with the balsamic.
Yeah.
It was not a light enough drizzle for me, and I was like, this is just. It wasn't gross. Yeah, that was like I wasn't like this pizza sucks, throw it away.
Yeah.
Like, but it was just a little too rich.
Yeah, I can't eat Papagino's pizza. I think I've never been able to finish one.
Do you like their breadsticks?
I haven't
Cheesy
had them
bread?
in a while.
Oh,
I haven't had them in a while, so I can't say.
Papa Gino's was
I
a
mean,
staple.
Have them? I thought they all went under, didn't they?
Papagino's?
Papagino's?
Yeah.
No,
One on
I got,
Plastow?
No, I don't think so.
I got one down the street from me.
The one in Plastow, I think, is still there.
But okay.
Is there one still in the Hoover Mall?
The last time I remember having Papagino's
Is
pizza, it
anything
was
still
years
in the
ago
mall?
now. But I could have sworn that they went out of business, or they were hurting bad for business or whatever. Are they price wise? Are they not like a Domino's level price point?
No, they're more expensive.
Yeah.
But
That's
they're not more expensive than Pizza Hut.
Wow.
What?
Amanda and I have never had Pizza Hut before. And then one day on a whim, she was like, I want pizza. She goes, we should try Pizza Hut. We got 2 pizzas and it was $70 fucking
Get the fuck out of here.
for 2 pizzas from
Where the
fucking
fuck
Pizza
did you
Hut.
go?
Did you
That's
DoorDash
Pizza
it?
Hut.
Did you DoorDash it?
No, we ordered it on their website.
No fucking chance.
Dude, you
That-
got
It was-
bent over a fucking
It
barrel.
was stupid
Yeah.
expensive.
Usually
By the way,
pizza
that
like 20
Coppodore
bucks.
pizza is balsamic onion, sweet garlic, prosciutto, ricotta, mozzarella, arugula, parmesan, oregano.
It was like $10 a fucking extra. That's why.
What pizzas did you get from Pizza Hut that was that expensive?
I think we got a stuffed crust pizza because I never tried stuffed crust pizza.
Ooh, delightful. Eat it backwards or forwards.
$70.
It
That's-
was way
is-
too fucking expensive for what we got.
If
So
you had
here's
if
the
you said
issue.
$45.50, I would have. I believe
Here's
70.
the issue. If you get a stuffed crust pizza, each topping is $2.29 added on to the price.
And the pizza's probably $30 as it is.
The pizza is $18.99 to start.
What the fuck?
So you add
How many
3
toppings you
toppings.
getting?
You add 3 toppings to that. You're $25.86 for
Plus
a
tax.
fucking pizza from Pizza Hut.
That's crazy sauce.
That would have made me so mad if I
Yeah.
had gotten there and bought that pizza and then gotten home and been like, oh my God, Pizza Hut sucks.
Oh,
It was not great.
yeah. They're actually better when you dine in.
Did you hang the spoon on your nose when you got there, Dan? Like the commercial. You don't remember the
Yeah.
commercial from the
No.
fucking 80s? Like,
Yeah.
look, wear your silverware. And it's like fucking like the kid's got to balance it on his nose.
Yeah.
I'll
I've
probably
done
get a
that,
little
but I
hate.
didn't do that there.
Probably get a little hate, but I like Papa John's, but I haven't had it in years.
Papa John's.
Papa
Papa
John's.
garlic knots are bomb. Their
Yeah.
pizza to me is so.
It is.
Have you ever had Little Caesars? I used to eat that in college.
Fucking
It's pretty good.
gross.
It's
What?
disgusting.
I haven't
I
had
remember
recently,
having it.
but-
I remember having it as a kid. And I was like, "This is awesome! This
Yeah.
is awesome!"
We ordered it
then
one time when I was a
I was
kid because they started doing the Bigfoot pizza. And
Yeah.
I was like, we have to have the Bigfoot pizza. Like the commercials are telling me.
There's
And I
like
can-
fucking 20 of us at this house. One pizza could feed everybody.
seriously. So I convinced my parents to order it. And like it took over an hour and a half for the pizza to come. And my mom was so fucking mad at me. She was like, that's what happens. We didn't order from Papa Gino's. It would have already been here if it was Papa Gino's. We ordered a Bigfoot pizza for you. The fucking driver's clearly lost. Nobody's bringing this pizza. And then it got there. It was huge and it was fucking terrible. Everybody was
It's
so
basically
mad.
sauce on cardboard. It's fucking
Yeah.
gross.
I haven't had it since then. I've never had,
I haven't had it
Unless-
since I was a kid either.
unless there was like a quick, like, you know how with like the movies, sometimes they give you like a Pizza Hut pizza or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I went to some random movie theater somewhere and there was like a Little Caesars pizza that I had. But like
They're crazy.
You know what
sticks are
pizza is
so good,
really
though.
underrated is 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven pizza?
Dude,
had it.
Cumby's pizza's pretty damn good too.
Yeah.
Combies is not bad.
Yeah.
I can't
Like,
believe you
in-
guys
like-
are picking up food from a fucking
Like, in a pinch?
a gas station.
In a pinch,
Oh.
literally anything from a Cumby's, decent.
Yeah.
They have a breakfast sandwich that's bomb too. It's an Asiago bagel,
Yeah.
sausage, egg, and cheese. Get one of
I
those.
see, I'm
Who's
a, I'm
making it? Who's
a,
making
I'm a
it?
snob. I'm a snob when it
It's-
comes down to
yeah.
that shit. So
It's basically they have the same ovens that Dunkin' Donuts is making their shit with.
Okay.
The
All
same
right.
convection ovens.
Kevin,
Yeah.
I'm surprised that you don't know
Easy
about this.
I'm not one to get real food at a gas station. I don't know. It's
I'm
a
telling you, next time you need to get breakfast and you're out and about and you see a Cumberland Farm,
Yeah.
highly
all over,
recommend.
man.
Highly
Yeah.
recommend
All
the
over.
Am Nashua, or either one of the ones in south in Nashua, over by like the mall.
The DW.
Yeah, on the DW highway.
Yeah.
Near
Just
Lowe's.
stop in. Sometimes there's just stuff waiting there, pre-made under the heating lamps. But
Yeah.
if there's something that you want and they don't have it there, you can grab it out of the cooler and bring it over and say, "Hey, you heat this up for me?" And they'll be like, "Fuck yeah, my man," and they'll heat it
Yep.
up for you.
That's accurate.
You've done that? You've gone that
Yeah.
far?
Oh shit, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, when I was fat, I used to go to the Cumbies in Wilmington. It's to the point that the people fucking knew me. I'd walk in, they
Yeah.
would know what I was getting. And I would just I would grab it out of the fridge section, I'd leave it on the counter, and I would just wave to her, and she'd be like, "Yeah, gotcha." It'll be about like 3 minutes.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't even have to ask for the hash browns. The hash browns are good too. I wouldn't
Yeah.
have to ask for the hash browns. There'd be hash browns waiting for me.
There's a there's a Gulf on Montville Ave that when I got out of the gym, I would go in there and get subs, chicken palm, and then a teriyaki chicken. Oh man, you heat that up for like 5 minutes. That shit was banging.
I think
Armadillo
it's like
palm.
I think it's like 12 minutes and like $7.99 for a full pizza or something like that at Cumbies. So
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
cheap, and I mean, I would say it's better than
Pizza Hut.
some of the national chains that we talked about. Better than Pizza Hut, better than Bill
Sure.
Caesars.
Yeah.
I would say it's might be in line with like Papa John's.
Yeah.
My kids love Domino's, and I don't love Domino's, but they are like the quickest and like most convenient. Like, here's the
Their
app,
crust
put
is
it
fucking
in.
awesome.
But they don't deliver in Hudson. None. There's even one in Hudson where I live, and they won't
Wow.
deliver. They don't deliver, and
not
I
crazy.
find that so fucking frustrating. And Pelham's only like a minute down the road, and the one that's in Pelham won't deliver to my house either. They said we don't deliver to Hudson, so I don't know what's wrong with my fucking town where they've established that Domino's won't deliver. But
maybe this establishes your problem.
I refuse to drive to pick up a fucking Domino's pizza. You know, like that's not happening. If I'm eating shit pizza, it's coming to me. Like,
Well, your big thing is grand
bacon and
finales.
pepperoni is so good.
but my kids love Domino's, and I don't know. They had it at like a party or something like one time, and then
Yep.
every time we're getting pizza, they're like, "Can we get Domino's?" And I'm like, "It's not even good. Like, why are we getting this?"
You know what I want to try? I see commercials for it all the time, and it's Marco's Pizza, and they have the cupped pepperonis.
Oh, yeah.
yes.
We have
Little
one down here.
cupped pepperonis. You have one down there?
Yeah.
Get one, ship it to me. You still owe me some of that fucking stuffing from Thanksgiving, by the
Got
way.
it.
Put 'em in a
What?
box together.
Let me this, John. I apologize because this question's not at all going to be one you can answer. What was your favorite pizza place in Woburn when we were growing up?
My brother's place.
Andrews.
My brother's place in Andrews. You guys weren't Louis people?
I don't even know what the fuck that is.
Louis, like it was good pizza, but the hype was fucking retarded.
You guys are, dude. Louis. Okay, so they had.
I
this,
think it had to do with where you lived.
that's true. I grew up like. I
Yeah,
guess it
you
was
were
South Woburn. So it
you were
was-
South Woburn?
Yeah, I think that's South Woburn, right?
It's like
Next to
East
Winchester.
I was on
because my mom's
Duggan, me and you were East Woburn.
Yeah, you guys
Yeah.
are East.
We're on the
Woburn people.
island.
I was definitely South Woburn.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
because
more
I was
central, South Central.
South Central. But this place, Louis, was this like hole, John. It's like this hole in the wall, like underneath a fucking like apartment like house, and
Yep.
like
Sounds
They
like
had-
the best place already.
they had this thing where they only had the owner only bought like I don't know like 100 pie doughs to like
Right.
make, and you could call at like 6 o'clock at night. He'd answer the fucking phone just to tell you, and it'd be like, "Hi, I'd like to put an order in for. We don't have any more dough," and he'd
Yep.
hang up on you. Why are you answering the phone
Yep.
if you know
Is
you're
it
out
right?
of dough?
They
Yeah.
weren't they originally only open on like Saturday or Sunday, and then they started doing a couple more days during the
They
week.
didn't open for lunch. They only opened for dinner, and it
Yep.
was Monday through Friday at least,
Yep.
probably Saturdays. I don't know about Sundays, but the kids took over towards the end. Their kids,
Yeah.
and they got better. They were like we're buying more dough and we're open for like for lunch and
Right.
stuff now. But I loved that pizza, and they did those
What-
little classic pepperonis.
Where was this?
It's in.
It's on the way towards Winchester on the right.
Yes.
After you go by like Nana Betts, probably like another fucking
100
yards.
It's past Walgreens,
the
past the
IA.
Irish,
Right across
Yeah.
the street from the IA.
past
Oh,
the
so
Irish
it's just
American Club.
it's outside the center past like Walgreens and Boozes.
Yes.
By,
Yes,
like,
you
the
keep
mall.
going
Oh,
towards
by-
Winchester.
Over by Bill and Bob's.
Yes. It's
Okay.
it's before Bill and Bob's, but after
The
Walgreens.
church.
If you've hit the train tracks,
Literally-
you've gone too far.
It's
Yeah,
on
I've
the-
literally never been there.
Yeah. Again, if you were coming from East Woburn, I wouldn't know why you would go out of your way to go here to get pizza, but like
Dude, because listen, my parents used to order Chinese food from Royal Dynasty in Wilmington.
Fuck yeah, dude. They had the best Chinese.
They did, but I always found it
I
so
don't know
weird
what
that
that
we were.
is.
I mean, there was like how many
Wilmington.
friggin' Chinese restaurants in Woburn, and we were driving to Wilmington.
Bro, you remember fucking China Mama that was next to Walgreens? That
Mm.
place was the shit. They
That's
had
where
the
we
restaurant
started
right
going
off
when
the-
China Mama opened.
who owned that? Who owned
Wing
she
Lao.
was- She went to
Wing
school
Lao
with
and her
us.
family.
Wing Lao.
Ming, what was her name?
Wing Lao.
Wing
Wing
Lao.
Lao. Used to have a massive crush on Mike Larson, and she
Yep.
stalked him around. And Mike Larson used to be like, "Get this fucking bitch away from me! She's driving me crazy." And I'm like, "Stop being nice to her. Just be
Yeah.
mean to her."
Oh, she'd like him even more.
I know. I don't know. I don't know why I remember that. That's like a random thing for me to remember that she had a
Yeah.
crush on Mike Larson. But they had. I remember going. I didn't go there that much. That was actually really close to my house too. But like, I remember going there once and getting like I got like chicken fingers, like Chinese chicken fingers, and French fries, and they were
Yes.
surprisingly delicious French
Yep.
fries.
Yep. They had a cool bar in there too.
I don't remember it, but I was too little to go to the. I mean, I was too young to even pay attention to the bar when I was going.
He
down
was
there,
just a
but-
baby.
Well, I wasn't a baby, but
He was just a
I've drank
baby.
in there many
I was a
times.
teenager and I wasn't paying attention to the bar, at least at that point. So, all right, I think we've gone long enough talking about this. All right, guys, thank you so much for tuning into this episode. Thanks to my crew here for engaging in this fun conversation with us.
Kevin, are you doing another episode next week?
We are doing another episode next week, Dan.
Amazing.
It's gonna
Christmas
be
edition.
next week's gonna be a full Christmas episode. We're gonna talk about all sorts of Christmas topics, not just Die Hard, which is not a Christmas movie.
Oh, so we're going to talk about the origins of Christmas and how it's,
A
what it
pagan
really is
holiday.
about. It's a pagan fucking holiday.
Love the pagan holidays, baby.
Yeah, John hates Christmas, so we're definitely going to talk about it next week.
John's not invited.
He's been on every episode. I'm going to tell him he can't come to the Christmas one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys are tuning into this, do me a favor, click the like button, subscribe to our channel. If you're listening to it on Spotify, click the plus button to, add it to your list there. And, whatever else you do to download it or whatever you do on Spotify. So, thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll catch you next week.
Die Hard Christmas movie.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.